Assalamualaikum and good morning to all 3B students. So today you're going to learn new chapter 4, Scale Drawings. Okay, so this is the maps found in the navigation software. Do you know that the maps are drawn to a certain scale? And as you can see, there are two towns here, Kuala Lumpur and Johor Bahru. And the distance between these two towns in the software is proportional to the actual distance. The distance between Johor Bahru and Kuala Lumpur is shown using a scale of 1 cm is to 50 km, which means 1 centimeter in the maps is equal to 50 kilometers in reality. So example 1, the diagram below shows the drawings representing object PQRST drawn to different size. Okay, so this is your object and diagram 1, 2 and 3 are the drawings. What can you say about the size of diagram 1, 2 and 3 compared to object PQRST? Okay, for diagram 1, as you can see, it is the same with the object. Okay, so let's check the answer. Lengths of all sides and size of all angles are the same as object. Okay, for diagram 2, so as you can see, the diagram 2 is smaller than the object. Okay, so let's look at the length of PQ, the side of PQ. So PQ here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 boxes, right? Contains of 4 boxes, while the PQ in the diagram 2 contains of 2 boxes. Okay, okay, take another side for PT. Example is PT. So the boxes in PT is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 boxes. In diagram 2, 1, 2, 3, 3 boxes. So as you can see, it reduced the diagram 2. The length of sides reduced to a certain proportional. Okay, because 4 to becomes 2, divide by 2, right? So 4 becomes 2, it divide by 2. And the 6 to become 3 also divide by 2, right? So let's look at the explanation. The length of all sides, okay, for diagram 2, reduced by a certain proportion compared to object, but size of all angles unchanged. Okay, so the angle is still the same, okay, but the size reduced, but with a certain proportion. Okay, for diagram 3, okay, so for diagram 3, we look at the PQ. So in the object, 4 boxes in PQ, while in diagram 3, the PQ, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes. So it's 8 here. So from 4 in the object becomes 8 in the diagram 3, in the drawings. Okay, what about the PT? So in the object, PT is 6 boxes, while in diagram 3, the PT is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12. So let's look at the increase. Increase. So 4 times 2 you get 8. So 6 also must times 2 you get 12. So it's correct. Yeah. Okay, the same. So what we can say about diagram 3 is the length of all sides increased by a certain proportion compared to object, but size of all angles unchanged. Okay, so in conclusion, we say that all sides in diagram 1, 2 and 3 follow a certain scale that is proportional to the object, whereas angle size remains unchanged. So therefore, diagram 1, 2 and 3 are scale drawings of object PQRST. So here's the definition. So the scale drawing is the drawing of an object with all measurements in the drawing proportional to the measurements of the object. Okay, so here is the object. Okay, the rest are the scale drawings with different size. Okay, so the first one with the same size, the second one is smaller size, and the third one is a bigger size. All these reduce and increase to a certain proportion. Okay, mind test 4.1a, it's in your textbook. The diagram below shows drawings representing object ABCDE drawn to different size. Okay, so this is your object ABCDE. So you have 6 diagrams. Okay, so state the diagram which is the scale drawing of object ABCDE. So you have to determine which one is the scale drawing of the object. Okay, let me do for you one example. Okay, let's say we choose diagram 4. Okay, so now we compare diagram 4 with the object. Okay, let's choose one side. Okay, let's say we choose AB. Okay, we choose side AB. Okay, so you count the box in the object first. Okay, so in the object, the AB is 2 boxes. Alright, so in the drawing for AB, so you take the corresponding side. Okay, 1 2 3 4 4. Okay, take another one. Let's say you take AE. Okay, in the object, how many box? AE 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 6. Okay, what about the AE in the diagram 4? So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So it's 12. Okay, so let's look at the first one, AB, to become 4, 2 times 2, right? Okay, so 6 also must times 2. So 6 times 2 is 12. So it's correct, 12. So we can say that it increased to a certain proportion. So diagram 4 is the scale drawing. Okay, so the rest you can check. Okay, you check on your own. Okay. Okay, so this is the formula of scale drawing. Okay, so the scale equals to the length of a side of the drawing. Okay, divided by the length of corresponding side of the object. Okay, so here the tips here is we take the drawing D. Okay, divided by object O. So D over O. Scale is D divided by O. DO. Okay. Okay, so this ratio can also be written in the form of measurement of scale drawing is to measurement of object. Okay. Okay, so usually for scale drawings, we use scale in the form of ratio. So from here 1 over n, okay, we change to 1 is to n, okay, where n is a positive integer or fraction. Okay, so 1 is to n means 1 unit on the scale drawing will represent n units on the object. Okay, so you must remember that the 1 on your left is refer to the drawing, okay, while the n on your right is refer to the object. Okay. Okay, example 2. The diagram below shows object PQRS and scale drawing P prime, Q prime, R prime, S prime drawn on a grid of equal squares. State the scale used in the form 1 is to n. Okay, so let's write. Okay, so this is the object, this is the drawing. Okay, drawing because it has the prime, right? Okay, so to find the scale, okay, remember to find the scale formula is D divided by O. The drawing divide the object. Okay, so you choose one side. Let's say you choose the PQ. Okay, let's say we choose the PQ. Okay, so PQ of drawing, how many boxes? 2. You write 2 here. PQ in the object, how many boxes? 1 2 3 4. So 2 over 4. Okay, so change this 2 over 4, you change to 1 is to n. Okay, so what you do is you do like this. Okay, 2 is to 4. Okay, this one change to 1. Okay, how to change to 1? You divide by 2. So meaning the 4 also divide by 2. You must follow. Okay, if here divide by 2, the right side also divide by 2. So 4 divided by 2, you get 2. Okay, so your answer is 1 is to 2. Okay, let's check the answer. Okay, it's the same. Okay, 1 is to 2. Okay, let's look at the next example. Okay, so example 3, determine the scale used. Okay, sorry, I forgot to write the object and the scale drawing. Okay, so this is the object and this is the scale drawings. Okay. Okay, so let's write the formula. Scale is drawing over object. So the drawing here is 3. Just take any length of side. Okay, but the object you must take the corresponding side. Okay, the object is 9. Okay, 3 over 9. So 3 over 9 change to the ratio of 1 is to n, right? So how? So 3 is to 9. This one change to 1. Okay, how to change to 1? Divide by 3. This one also divide by 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. So this is your ratio. Let's check the answer. Yes. Okay, the ratio, the scale is 1 is to 3. Okay, so next example. Okay, example 4. Okay, find the scale. Okay, this is the object, this is the drawing. Okay, it's the same method. So drawing divide by object, right? So the drawing, you take one side. Let's say you take BC. No, don't take BC because the box here is half, so it's hard for you to count. You take CD. Okay, you take the C prime D prime here, C prime D prime, and here you take CD. Okay. Alright, for the drawing, how many box? 1, 2. Right, 2 here. And the object, how many box for CD? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4. So 2 over 4. So 2 over 4 change to ratio 1. Okay, the first one must be 1. So 2 to become 1 divide by 2. So meaning this side also divide by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. So your scale is 1 is to 2. So that's your answer. Okay, next example. Okay, so this is the object and this is the drawing. Okay, find the scale. Okay, let's change to blue color. Alright, so drawing divide by object, right? So the length of the drawing, we choose, let's say we choose BC. Okay, so this we choose here B prime C prime. Here we choose BC. Okay, how many boxes in the BC? 1, 2, 3, 4. So write 4 here, and the object 1 and 2. So 2, 4 over 2. So change to ratio 4 is to 2. The first one must change to 1. So how to become 1? So divide by 4, right? 4 divided by 4 is 1. So meaning this side also divide by 4. So 2 divided by 4 is 2 over 4. So finally you will get 1 is to 1 over 2. Simplify the fraction. Okay, so your scale is 1 is to 1 over 2. So this is your answer. Okay, alright. Okay, 1 is to 1 over 2. So please remember the 1 here refer to the drawing. Okay, the right one 1 over 2 here refer to the object. So as you can see, the object is smaller than the drawing. Half, right? Only half. That's why the object is smaller. Okay, don't get confused. Normally student will think that the 1 over 2 here is the drawing. No, okay, it's converse. So here's the tips. Okay, the first one. Okay, if n less than 1. Okay, meaning if n less than 1. For example, if n less than 1, 1 over 3, for example. Okay, remember this is for the drawing and this is for the object. Okay, so the size of the scale drawing is bigger than the size of the object. Okay, so the drawing is bigger. What is bigger than 1 over 3, right? Okay, so for number 2, let's say the n is bigger than 1. Okay, for example, the ratio is like this. 1 is to 4. Okay, so remember 1 is stand for a drawing and the 4 is represent the object. So for this example number 2, the size of scale drawing is smaller than the size of the object. See, drawing is smaller than the object because why? It's less than 4, right? So number 3, okay, what if the n is equals to 1? Okay, like this. So if they are equal, then the size of the scale drawing is the same as the size of the object. Okay, so let's look at the next example. Okay, example 6. Okay, the scale equals to D, drawing over object. So choose the drawing. Let's say we choose the 3. Okay, so the object, choose the corresponding side. The corresponding side. Okay, 6. Okay, so 3 over 6, right? Okay, so 3 is to 6, you change to 1. The first one always change to 1. So 3 must divide by 3. So meaning the other side also divide by 3. So 6 divided by 3. Okay, so 6 divided by 3. You simplify. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Okay, so the answer is 1 is to 2. Okay, the next example. Okay, scale equals to a drawing over object. So what is the drawing? The length of side we take 18. Okay, and the object we take 6. Okay, right. And then if you divide 18 divided by 6, 3. Teacher, 3. So how to convert to the ratio? That's why the fraction, you take the fraction. Okay, while it's in the fraction, you straight away take. Okay, to convert to the ratio. So 18, the first number must be 1. So 18 to become 1, you divide by 18, right? So the 6 here also you divide by 18. Okay, So 6 divided by 18. Okay, so you simplify the fraction. 6 divided by 18 means 1/3. So this is your scale. Okay, see the 1/3 here, 1/3 here refer to the object, so it's small, so the object is smaller than the drawing, as you can see. Okay, so example 8, determine the scale used. Okay, this is from your workbook. Okay, number 1, page 15. Alright, sorry, I forgot to write the which one is object and which one is drawing. So this is the object. Okay, P is the object, while Q is the drawing. Okay, the scale drawing. Okay, alright, so according to the formula, scale equals to drawing over object, right? So you choose the side of drawings 8, okay, and then divide by the side of object 2. 8/2. Okay, so this 8/2. Okay, 8/2, you take 8/2, and then the 8 you must change to 1. So 8 to change to 1, divide by 8, right? So the 2 here also divide by 8. So 2/8. Okay, so you simplify the fraction, becomes 1/4. So this is your scale, right? So the last example. Okay, so this is the last example of solving problem. So the distance between country A and country B is 500 km, and the distance is represented by 20 cm on the map. Find the scale of map. Okay, so 500 km is the actual distance, so this is the distance on the map. Okay, so you convert the 500 km to centimeter first. Okay, alright, you know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter, and then 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter. Okay, so from kilometer you convert to meter first. That's why you times with 1000. After that only you convert to centimeter, then you times with 100. So you will get 50 million. Okay, right. So let's look at the solution. Okay, so the scale drawing is the distance on the map, which is a D, the drawing. Okay, divide by the object, the real distance. Okay, so 20 divided by 50 millions. Okay, so here, okay, if you do the proportion, the ratio, okay, from here, okay, 20 is to 50 millions. Okay, so the 20 must be 1, right? Okay, so 20 must divide by 20, so meaning the 50 millions also divide by 20. So after you divide, you will get to 500,000. Okay, so this is your scale. Okay. Okay, so that's all for today. So please do the exercise below in chapter 4, page 14 to 18 in your workbook, modul Pentaksiran Simulasi buku 2. Okay, so please do the exercise and see you in the next lesson. Okay, take care. Thank you.